My name is Kathy McDonald. I'm Megan's mother.
Hello, my name is Vance Meisner, and I'm Megan's boyfriend.
My name is Kevin McDonald, and I am Megan's father.
This is my presentation about who I am, where have I been, and where am I going. My name is Megan McDonald, and I am 21 years old. I have lived in Lake County, Florida my whole life. I live with my two parents while I go to school to save money so I don't have to rent an apartment while I go to school. I work at the courthouse in Tavares, Florida as a court clerical assistant in the traffic department under Susan Hartman. I scan traffic tickets, I enter citation data, I help with assigning court dates and sending out subpoenas to defendants that request a court date. After I work at this job, I want to be a paralegal or a legal assistant, preferably at a courthouse like I am now. I have been going to Lake Sumter State College for approximately 3 years now. I'm getting an associate's under general education with a focus in business. I have roughly, I think, 3 classes left until I graduate, and I believe those are all electives. So I've gotten all my core classes, all my requirements out of the way. I just have to get the rest of my credit requirements met before I can graduate, hopefully this fall. And I hope that my job experience in my job now will help me to get a career when I finish schooling. After I get my associates at Lake Sumter State College, I plan on attending UCF to get a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I will do all my classes online so I can work and go to school at the same time without having to commute back and forth to UCF in Orlando. Hopefully that will help me save some money and I can keep doing school while I'm working and not miss out on money. My dream job would to be a paralegal or a legal assistant underneath a judge. And that would be preferably, there's a job at the Orange County Courthouse as a court reporter. Now that's not working directly for a judge, but you're in the court experience, you're doing basically everything, you're in the mix of the court experience. You go into the courtroom, you listen to the testimony, you are right there in front of the judge, you see all the people that are watching the court hearing, you get all that experience just by typing everything that's said in that courtroom. So it's not the same thing as a paralegal, but it's in the legal field, which is still something I would be happy doing. To be hired as a court reporter in Orange County, you have to be a certified real-time reporter or a registered professional reporter. Now you have to get hired, you don't have to have that certification, but within a year, you need to have that certification to be paid at the higher end of the salary. So if you get hired on, you'll be hired on at the lowest salary if you don't have that certification yet. But if you have that certification, you will be paid at the higher end of the spectrum because you have more experience and more of that experience have you. And that would make roughly $48,000 a year if you are a certified court reporter. The other job is at the courthouse that I'm at now, a judicial assistant underneath a judge. So you would be scheduling the judge's calendar, calling defendants, writing down court dates, getting all the paperwork ready for that judge so he or she is prepared when they walk into that courtroom. Now for this job, you have to have a high school diploma, 2 years of paralegal or secretarial skills, and you have to have a knowledge of how the court works and how people in the court are directly related to the case. You have to know coursework and all that stuff. Now that job you would only make about $36,000 to $37,000 a year, which sounds like a lot more than the one in Orange County, but you have to consider that the cost of living in Orlando is going to be exponentially more than what the cost of living here is in Lake County. These are my references, and that concludes my presentation. Thank you for listening.